Hi, welcome to tracing and navigating serial and lot numbers in Dynamics NAV. One of the main purposes of assigning serial and lot numbers to item ledger entries is to be able to trace the item's history and movements based on the serial and lot numbers. Now let's have a look at what item tracing is and its most important features. Item tracing is showing us a chain of all posted documents the item flowed through. You can use this forwards or backwards. There are a couple of limitations that we have to take into account. One is item tracing is only based on posted documents and not open documents. It tracks items with serial or lot numbers only, and the items must be set up for specific tracking. Now let's look at the traceability features. The traceability features that we have in item tracing allows us to easily expand or collapse lines. There are a number of search filters that we will have to look at in the application. You can use two search directions from origin to usage or from usage to origin. There's a search history that you can retrieve at any time. And there are a couple of interesting functions such as set filters with line values. If you select the line and you run this function, the system will automatically apply the filters and the information of that line in the header filters. You can trace the opposite from a specific current line, and you can go and have a look at the next or previous trace results. Then there's also a very interesting function with navigate. And so from the traceability page, you can navigate on a specific line. There's the item tracing specification report that you can print, and the item tracing function opens from multiple places, and you can use the search function to efficiently go to the traceability feature. So now let's look at how these features work within NAV. First, I'll go into my sales return orders. As you can see, I've already prepared a scenario within the sales order, so it will save us time from entering the sales order manually. I have sold 18 computers to a customer and they reported a defect on some of them, so they will have to be repaired. So I have created a repair order and a return order. This is the sales return order which I have prepared by using the Get Posted Document Lines to Reverse function, which can be found in the Home tab. The advantage of using this function is that it also retrieves the serial number of the item. So once the item is selected, I'll go into the Line tab, and I'll select Item Tracking Lines. Here you can see that the system has created and retrieved serial numbers for each of my 18 pieces of the monitor. Then I will want to go into my Actions tab and select Create Return Related Documents. So we're doing this because we need to send the items with a defect back to the vendor for repair, and this function then creates the purchase return order, the purchase order, and the sales order. Then I have received the sales return order. I have shipped the purchase return order and shipped the items back to the vendor. After repair, the vendor sent back the repaired items and we have shipped them back to the customer by using the sales order. Now let's look at the item tracing function to determine what the status of the items are. I can go into the search function and type in item tracing. Now we can enter the serial number of the item that we are tracing. Remember that you can also filter by lot number, item, and variant. In manufacturing situations, you can also specify if you want to show components or only the tracked ones or all the components. As for trace methods, there are two directions, from origin to usage or from usage to origin. So now I'll enter the serial number for the item which I want to see the status on. Then I'll click on Trace. As you can see, from usage to origin, there's the purchase receipt and the sales shipment. You can also trace from origin to usage. And you'll see that the opposite is shown. Besides tracing an item, we can also navigate based on serial and lot numbers. There are different ways that you can use the navigate function. One is within the item tracing function. So if I go into the Actions tab, I can select Navigate. As an example, I can see that the sales shipment header has 1 item, 2 item ledger entries, and 1 purchase receipt for this serial number. I can also go into the search function and type in Navigate. Here you can start navigating by using serial or lot numbers. To do this, I'll click on Find by Item Reference. And then I'll put in my serial number. And then select Find. This will bring up a list of all the entries where we have used a specific serial or lot number. And that's how you can trace and navigate with serial and lot numbers in Dynamics NAV. Thanks for watching.